Hello everyone and welcome back to the video. So today we're going to be talking about a new Red Bull announcement that just dropped, which is really exciting. So for those who don't know, Red Bull is pretty much the biggest tournament organizer in our scene, and they host a series called Red Bull Wololo, and it's going to continue again, and this time it's going to be in London. At least that's what I'm seeing, very briefly here. We're going to go through the announcement and also check out the handbook a little bit just to fill you guys in with all the details. I'm super excited. It's my favorite tournament, and I'm really happy it's back, quite frankly. So, with all that said, this is gonna be a live react. I have no idea what's already written besides just glancing at it. So let's go ahead and check it out together. So it says here, official Red Bull announcement on the server: a new era awaits. At everyone, you've waited long enough. Red Bull Lolo returns. Heroes of legendary civilizations shall once again clash now for the throne in Londinium, where legends are forged in epic battle. Red Bull Londinium will feature both Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 4. Very interesting. With a massive $250,000 prize pool and will take place in the heart of London. So there you go. Also, very, very solid prize pool. I imagine that's going to be split between these two. Unfortunately, they did drop Age of Mythology, which they had Age of Mythology on the last edition, and they dropped that one. So fair enough. From the 1st to the 3rd of April 2026, we will be competing in the Red Bull Gaming Sphere. On the 4th and 5th of April, we'll open up the doors to another unique location where you can watch the games in person. Okay, so 3 days of group stage probably in the Red Bull Gaming Sphere, and then 4th and 5th, so the finals weekend, will be with a live audience like they normally do, which is really cool. And last but not least, on the final day, the 6th of April, we'll open the doors to the legendary Royal Albert Hall. For one unforgettable night, more than 3,000 fans will gather beneath its glowing dome to witness the art of strategy reborn as a live spectacle. Every move, every cheer, and every triumph amplified in one of the world's most iconic venues. This is absolutely insane. So hold on. The finals will be played in the Royal Albert Hall. I actually have no idea what this Royal Albert Hall is. We're going to quickly do a Google search here. Royal Albert Hall. So I can bring this up to the screen real quick. I mean, this looks absolutely insane. So just taking a quick look at this, I mean, this is magnificent. I don't know if any of you guys have been here. Personally, I've never been to London, but I mean, take a look. It looks absolutely stunning, and it obviously hosts a bunch of people. They're saying 3,000, which is kind of insane. So that's going to be the finals day. So we're going to be playing in 3 different locations, which is kind of insane as a player as well. Not used to that kind of setup. Um, okay, and then 3,000 fans. Let's talk about that for a second. So for context, the last Red Bull had like 400 or 500 people, and we had like a pretty much filled stadium. The crowd was insane. The energy was insane. That was 500 people. If this is truly 3,000 fans and it sells out, which I'm sure it will, because Red Bull is just like a really big name in the scene. So many fans are dying to get tickets. They always sell out instantly. So if not 3,000, I think we'll get really close to it. And that's going to be easily the biggest Age of Empires tournament we've ever had as far as LAN event goes. And it's going to be an energy that we've never seen for pretty much RTS as well. Like, I don't want to, overstep here, but this is like really big news for the strategy game genre. So this is honestly fantastic. I couldn't be happier reading this as a player and as a fan of Age of Empires 2. And yeah, let's continue reading. So for more information, here's the official handbook. So we'll take a quick look at that. I'm going to pull it up here real quick. I'm mostly interested in the price breakdown and then some settings. I imagine, let's take a look at Age of Empires 2 main format. Okay, so this one we're not going to go through the entire format, but let's take a look maybe at the qualifiers. Actually, let me just zoom in a little because I can barely see anything. Ladder qualification format. So this is really interesting. Okay, so from January 2nd to the 18th, the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition Empire Wars 1v1 ladder will become the Red Bull Willow Londinium, sorry. Londinium ladder. The rating will be reset and players may compete for a slot in the main event. The top 4 players advance into the main event, while 5th to 12th place finishers gain an advantage for the last chance qualifier, and 13th plus finishers will be seeded via the ATP for the last chance qualifier. Okay. So, oh, and there's prize pool distribution for the people who don't finish top 4. So this is how it's going to work. All right. So you get, if you finish first, so okay, let me talk about this for a second. So they've done ladder qualifier for the last edition, and the biggest criticism was that nobody had incentive to play if you were not in the top 4, because they did top 4 qualify. So if you were top 4, you were playing. If you were top 6 after that, so like top 10, you were still playing because you had a chance. Anything below top 10, had no incentive to play because there's no prize money and there's no chance you're getting top 4. So they just didn't play, which means that there's no one playing the ladder, which means that there's no elo being pumped into it. So it was a really good start, but it had clear flaws. This time, though, they're giving prize pool to the top 25 players, which is ridiculous. So first place gets 4,000, second 2,500, and third 1,000. That means that even if you're qualified, so even if you're at number 4, you're already qualified, you could get greedy and try to play for the top prize of 4,000. And it's a lot of money for a ladder qualifier. So this will make the ladder super, super competitive, like ridiculously competitive. And even if you're not competing for the top spots, hey, you can still compete for 250s, maybe the $500 spots as well. So there's plenty of reason to still play. Snacks and prize pool by playing ladder. You never know when you sneak into the top spots here. So even though you don't get into the main event, you still get a major qualification advantage, which is pretty good. Here you get a minor qualification advantage, which is also not bad. So yeah, there's a lot to play for, and I absolutely love that. I think that's really cool. And they're putting like what 10,000? I don't know the math on this real quick, but looks like it's north of 10,000 for the ladder qualifications, which is insane. So I feel like they're really doing a better job and building on the last time, which is what pretty much every player was saying. Every player was like, yo, this is great. This is fire. This is like really fun. But there's some clear problems that prevented it from really unlocking its true potential. I will say, as a guy who grinds ranked ladder pretty much the most, I love this format because I think it brings what I want to see from the game, an active ranked ladder. And I personally think that day-to-day content and active ranked ladder is the best content for viewers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the best content for viewers, and having an active ladder with prize money on the line is going to be absolutely insane. So personally, I'm taking some very important time off here so I can grind the ladder. And by time off, I mean I'm going to be streaming the whole thing. Time off family and and IRL activities to be streaming like a ton, like pretty much I'll pull probably 10-hour days most likely. So I'm really excited for that. I will say I'm not sure if they're going to allow picking Civ or the details, but I guess we're gonna see more about that. And then you have the last chance qualifier afterwards. Okay, so it's the format. We can skip that. Participation. This is all stuff that doesn't matter too much. Let's see if I can end the video by taking a look at the prize settings. It is going to be Empire Wars. Oh, 2 new maps. Okay, prizes and payout. Let's take a look. Okay, so here we go. Qualifier prize distribution. So yeah, it's going to be $10,000 for the what's going on here? Hold on. Oh, this is for the last chance qualifier, so not the ladder qualifier. Okay, so the major ladder and round 4 losers 4. Oh, major ladder round, losers 4. So 4 losers, each taking 2,500, so they get 10,000, and then some other price was for the qualifier. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the total price pool for the last chance qualifier amounts to 16,000, while an additional 14,000 are allocated to the ranked ladder. Okay, that's it. So this is the 16,000 for the last chance qualifier, and there's also 14,000 for the ranked ladder. So just so everyone's following, this is $30,000 given to the people who are just qualifying. This is outside of the main event even. Like a 30,000 qualifier is absolutely absurd. We have a S tier tournament coming up. Or no, we have an A tier tournament coming up, Thalassocracy Cup. That has $25,000 prize pool, and that's a big tournament. And this one, on a ladder qualifier, is $30,000. I will say this is exactly what Age of Empires 2 scene needs. Like seriously, this is exactly what it needs. They're gonna get everyone playing on the ladder. It's gonna give activity to the scene, and it's gonna give a lot of prize pool to players that don't have chances to get to the main event. They still have a chance to earn in the qualifiers. This is absolutely fantastic for what Age of Empires 2 needs, and I'm really happy that they're giving that out, and supporting the scene this way. And then you have the main event prize. So here we go. So winner will get 50,000, which is a pretty big prize pool, and then runner up 30,000, semifinal 20,000, fifth, sixth 15, and then last place, which is actually top 8, $10,000. So it's going to be an 8-player main event, and the total prize pool for Age of Empires in just the main event is 170,000. All right, so it's going to be a $200,000 Age of Empires 2 tournament, 170,000 for the main event and 30,000 for the qualifiers. And then if you're interested, the Age of Empires 4 main event has, by the looks of it, $50,000. No, 40,000. So 20, then 10, and then 25. So $40,000 for the Age of Empires 4 main event, and I imagine they might throw like another 10,000 for the A4 qualifiers for a total of 250,000, is what I'm guessing. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the coverage. Just looking through, yeah, nothing else to really cover. That's what's coming up, guys. Big year for 2026, already with a massive tournament announcement for Red Bull. I'll just finish with my thoughts on it. I personally had the best experience with the last Red Bull. It was a castle event in Spain. This time, we're going to get an arena in London, as well as several other venues that we're going to be playing in. Obviously, I'm not even guaranteed being into the tournament. I won the last one, but I don't know if I have an invite, honestly. But I think they might make it that everyone has to qualify, in which case I'll be playing the ladder. And yeah, either way, whether I'm invited or have to play the ladder, more than happy to play it. Super excited. And just want to take this opportunity to thank Red Bull for coming back and hosting in our scene. I personally think they've done an incredible job of keeping like AO2 alive, doing their part and keeping it alive as far as the competitive scene. And also, they've given us moments and tournaments that I could have never hoped to be a part of. So I deeply thank them for that as well. And I'm really excited. I hope I'm emitting the passion, and hopefully you guys can share that with me. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for this as well. I'm stoked and I can't wait to participate in this. So January for the rank ladder grind, and then April for the main event if we do get there, and then the qualifiers sometime in between. That's going to be it for the video, though. Super excited once again, and I hope you guys are as well. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And my only wish is that we don't see mirror matches in the ranked ladder qualifier, and they do something to nerf like the pick sieve. But if they do that, then it's absolutely perfect. And yeah, it's going to do for me. So take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.